Hi, everybody. Vin here from Retake the GMAT. So today I want to talk about a client interaction I had with a new person who I just interacted with today. He took the test yesterday, missed his target by 100 points. So obviously he was pretty disappointed. And so we're talking a little bit about what strategies would help him to, prepare for his retake more effectively, what he should be adding to his process and all those kinds of things. But underlying that entire conversation, it was pretty clear to me, as is often the case, that both his motivation and his confidence were way down. And it seemed like he'd lost a little bit of sight of why exactly he was putting himself through this experience of undertaking the GMAT and aiming for that target score that he was. There's a lot of things that go into a successful GMAT retake. There's a plan. There's understanding why things went wrong the first time. And there's adding new elements, new capabilities, and getting some help sometimes get in your prep so you can get to the next level more effectively and more quickly. But there's one thing that's an absolute go, no go on a successful retake. And that's getting your motivation, confidence, and focus on your retake to the same level that it was when you did the test the first time, or ideally even higher. And the basis for that whole thing is really going back to the beginning and thinking about why you're pursuing an MBA. What were the drivers? Was it your career? Are you looking for a career change, a pay increase, a job you weren't able to get to, a promotion you weren't able to get because you didn't have an MBA? Secondly, why did you choose the schools that you did? Was it the target schools, the ones you chose because you had an understanding of their capability to help you in specific areas that they're known for? And then by extension, what target score did you set for yourself to make sure you got into the schools that you wanted? So all three of those things are at the foundation of your motivation in your GMAT prep. Then built upon that is a confidence and a belief in your ability to undertake, practice, and prepare and hit the target that you aim for. So the key thing is after you've had an unsuccessful attempt, it's a little bit difficult to start again without revisiting those things and rebuilding that confidence and focus back up. So we strongly recommend, as I told the gentleman today who I spoke to, that you start with that. Focus again on going back to your basics and start figuring out, why are you doing this? Why did you set the target score that you did? And why should you believe that you can hit it? That's something we can help you with as well. And a big part of the confidence side of it is getting down to the root of why your first test attempt or your previous test attempts didn't go right. A lot of times it has to do with figuring out which parts of your process weren't right. Did you not attack problems the right way? Were you not managing time correctly? There's a number of different things that you can look into beyond just core academic knowledge. Once you've nailed those things down, then you've got a different view of why things didn't go right. It wasn't a generic thing that you should start knocking your confidence down with, but rather a more specific reason why you didn't hit the score that you wanted to. So once you've got that in place and you've got your main drivers back in place as well, now you're ready to start talking about planning for your retake, starting to prep, and really pushing yourself to fix the areas that you've missed out on and get ready for your next retake within a few weeks, ideally, and hit your target score.